Hello and welcome everyone. Hey everyone, sorry I'm super late for my own stream, and that is because they're doing some construction on my building and decided to save your ears and not let you hear the very loud sounds of the construction. I'm gonna turn down this music. Hopefully the music isn't super loud on your end. But welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a Halloween themed art drawing stream. So I have a few concept art ideas that I want to test out. I had to refresh my memory of how to use vroid Studios, so I did some earlier this morning, and I came up with this creepy looking avatar so far. So I'm gonna just use this and continue from here. We're just gonna go through a few different eye looks. I think I'm gonna post all these looks on Booth, so if you want to use them for your own avatar, you can. But let's get into the details of this makeup. Yeah, construction, yeah, sucked. It was just really loud. They had like 5 generators on the building, and it's like right in front of my unit, so it's really, really loud. And so I was like, yeah, okay, I guess I'm not gonna start now. I'll continue playing my game. And that was the other thing I was doing. I was playing a game, so yeah, didn't really finish the game. I think I finished it. I didn't really check to see if there was anything at the end. I left my computer running and just ran away from it. But anyways, so I did some concept art of like a Joker themed makeup look. So we have here like a spider web, and then there's like a little spider hanging off. I did add the spider up on top on the opposite side, but the rest of this is everything is just replicated on each side of the face. And then we just finish it off with a dark bold lipstick. So when I do post it on Booth, it will be under the face painting section, which I'm kind of blocking, if you can see my hand here. Today I am using V Magic Mirror to broadcast my avatar today. I wanted to show my hand doing like the art part, but I forgot how to change some of the settings, so I kind of goofed that, but that's okay. Let's make a new, so the title of this was I'm Feeling Batty, because I really want to make a bat suit. So I found some concept art on Instagram as usual. Okay, let me actually pull up my concept art. But right now she's just rocking this like eye cardigan. It looked really creepy, so I thought it would be a fun touch. So there's 2 things I want to make. I want to make a gender bending of Jigsaw. And then I want to make like a bat-like outfit. So I think I'm gonna do the bat outfit first. So for the bat outfit, I think we should do it in 2 parts, where we're gonna have a top, and then a skirt. So the top is gonna be layers, but should we do the layers as in like a dress kind of layer? Probably. Let's go with a dress, maybe. Okay, so let's go with the dress. We're gonna use this as our outline here. Okay, and then we're gonna go into edit thing. And feel free to ask me questions along the way if you have any questions of what the hell I'm doing or how I am creating any of this. Because I'm pretty sure we're all going to be experiencing something together because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So in the past, I've had people ask me how to do shading for clothing. My best way to, I tried doing a video on explaining that, but the best way is to actually show you. And at the time, I didn't have any concept art I wanted to go with. So now that I have something I want to work with, I can't see anything with her pale ass skin. It's so pale. It matches. You know what? Mirroring. Mirroring is your best friend. Why do I always astray from the path? Just go make life easier. Okay. She has a collar. So it's going to be black, but I'm just... Okay, maybe I should just do it in black. Let's just do it in dark gray so I can actually see things. Okay. Because her pale ass skin is going to piss me off because I can't see anything. The only reason why I didn't want to do it in black is because I want to do a linear burn over top of it, so it just makes it easier to fill in the gaps. Do they have a tint mechanic? Like when I'm working on a layer in GIMP, I often throw a green or purple layer behind. Yeah, so they kind of do. That's basically the part here. You have it's kind of like a tinting, so you can do your different layers, throw in whatever coloring you want. You could also do that on her skin. But right now, I'm just trying to work on the concept art of the outfit. But let me explain how to do shading of clothing, the best way possible that I would believe that would make it easy for people. Let me leave this area. We're gonna overwrite this. We're gonna come back to this dress. Okay, so in GIMP, it has a section called Look. You have your outline, your rim light, and such as other angles and whatnot. So GIMP does a pretty good job. Not GIMP, oh my god, because you mentioned GIMP Cynic, now it's stuck in my head. What's this called? Vroid Studios does a pretty good job with showing you lighting. So you can see where the light is going to be hitting and intensity and whatnot. So we're going to use the shadowing. So that's for the face. They have for the body as well. And this changes where you want your light directed. So this kind of gives you an idea of okay, well, we have our light at the top here and it's casting down. Now, the parts that you would get the most light would be your face. So underneath her bangs, this area would have been shaded. So if I were to add some more detail for this character, it would be shaded underneath. And then your nose would have the most amount of detail or light. So that's why it's really bright Casper white. And then the chest is the next part that comes out the most for this person. So this would be catching the most light as well. But since we're going to make it a pointed, there's going to be little tiny divots, and you want to showcase those divots and where the light is hitting. So we're going to show it as if we are a actual VTuber going to be performing. So she'd be facing forward and the light would be in front of her. So that would mean that this area would be the brightest area. Slightly underneath this little crease would have the most shading, and then underneath her bust would actually have shading, and then probably around depending on what angle you want it to be. So if you didn't want it to be, it's it'd be kind of like this, and then the back of her you would see is that's the darker areas. So it really depends on what you have to think about where you want it to be on your character. I don't know what I did with the hair. I'm gonna put you at 0 because I don't remember. Sure. And then this one. It's very soft, whatever. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's try to make her a little bit easier to see because she's like Casper White. But I mean, the reason why she is Casper White is because she's technically my mannequin. Is it raining? What the hell? Oh, I guess it's raining outside. It just got dark all of a sudden. Look outside. And then, yeah, so normally she's my mannequin, so I just use her to put whatever extra details I want to have fun with and showcase. So that's kind of why she's super deadly pale and she doesn't have any irises, because I don't actually use her for anything other than to be like, look, I created this new outfit, check it out. Or I made this new hairstyle, check it out. That's kind of what this character is really for. But because it's Halloween time, her lack of irises makes it perfect for the occasion. And so let's go back to the outfit. And disclaimer alert, I am definitely not a digital artist. I do not declare myself to be a digital artist because I have no idea what I'm doing half the time. I never went to school for this, so the last time I did art in school was probably when I was like grade 10, which is like, what, 15, 16 years ago? So that was the last time I actually took an actual art class. We're gonna go with a gray. So I want to use some of the shades they already have provided and make some of these borders a little bit harsher. Oh my god, I did it again. I turned off mirroring like an idiot. Okay. So the reason why I want these borders to be a little bit harsher is when I do the linear burn, it's going to show up. With a bit more detail. And then in the inside, you could always just like, not erase it, but blur it out. Wrong thing to click on. So it's not as violent. Yeah, School for Art, definitely I agree. School for Art, overrated. It's all about what you actually produce. Yep, definitely. I had friends being like, you're so good at art. Why don't you go into school for art? You should pursue art. I'm like, okay, cool. What am I doing with that? Tell me, what job am I working in that field? And at the time, I was really into like health science anyways, so I was like, yeah, no thanks. I mean, if they eventually, my paths collide with the two, then sure. But at the time, I was like, no thanks. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Okay, so let me pull up my concept art, which unfortunately I don't have a picture to show you on screen. Let's change around a few things. So I'm going to add a line that comes down like this, like a strap. And then we're going to put like a lighter color in the middle. Yeah, I didn't do the other side. That would make sense. Okay, and then here. That should reflect on both sides, so yeah, they match kind of. Now we're gonna go with a lighter gray. YouTube is really trying to push to make sure you have moderators for your streams. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't have that many people watching these art streams live because I never advertise it prior. I'm really bad at that. It's more of like a last minute decision. I'm like, yeah, I think I can do this right now. How's the music anyways? Is it super loud, quiet? Can you even hear it? I apologize if the stream is a little bit laggy. Whenever it rains, my internet gets a little weird. I was wondering about that. Okay, hold on. How's that? Okay, perfect. I love White Bat's music, so I always gotta shout out White Bat. Makes some great bomb-ass creations. Most of the time, that's what I usually use for my music for streams, is like White Bat's music. Carl. Exactly. He has the greatest music and it's very appropriate for today. It's very spooky, retro kind of Halloween themed music. Okay. So I put the lighter color in the middle. I mean, back here doesn't really matter too much. So that's why I can blur it out a little bit more than I do in the front. But the concept is like there's a little bit of light that hits just a little bit of the collar. And then these straps here, I'm also going to change that bust line by a hell of a lot because it's not supposed to be a cutesy look. It helps if it was in the draw mechanic. Okay, so let's go down with like this shape. Wow, this guy is like the same color as this color that I'm drawing with right now. That's basically what my sky looks like right now in my neighborhood. It is dark as hell. So she's gonna have a plunging neckline. Plunging. Let's keep this like that. Let's see how far down that goes. So if I do it like here, and then keep it like a bra top type thing. So we're gonna trim off the excess fabric basically. Let's just erase some of this. I'm gonna take off this grid for a second so I can see a little bit better. I guess with all the hurricanes that's been hitting everywhere, fortunately for those people who live in those areas, I feel so bad for Florida and like the people they're telling like, oh, you need to evacuate, but we're gonna skyrocket those prices for your plane tickets so you can't leave. Like, really? So messed up. Okay, this is gonna piss me off that I can't see. Like I can see through her chest, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. Let's turn back on this grid because I need to know where the hell I am in time and space. I'm just going to color in here. Okay. Now that we have that plunging neckline, I'm gonna add some straps. So like this strap here is like the main one. That's why it's gonna be a lot thicker than the others, but the rest of them are gonna drop in size. Gonna keep the same color scheme though. It is mirroring still on. Excuse my lack of straight lines. Okay. Cool. So we're gonna make sure that this doesn't just like sink in like this when we actually fix it. Let's cut off the excess fabric. So this is gonna go like that. I like the back. Sorry, hiccup still. I don't know if I said this already, but I had an allergy reaction to bread of all things yesterday, and I probably should have went to the hospital, but YOLO. I did not. And now the side effects that I have is random ass hiccups. So if you hear me hiccuping, that's why. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of all this extra fabric that we don't need, especially these things, because who asked for you to be here? So this is just like the little bow around. She's gonna be like a little bit invisible around her torso because I did not fix the UV map for her skin. The skin map. Again, I didn't really think that far ahead, did I? Let me just zoom out. So for anyone who's ever watched any of my vroid videos, especially if you've watched like the OG video of how to change skin tone, I want to thank you all for just watching that video, because that has brought my channel to where it is right now. And if it wasn't for you guys watching that, I don't know if I would continue. I mean, I would have probably still done some videos, but I ended up enjoying the process of sharing with you guys because of that video. So yeah, thanks for watching. And for some reason, it's been getting a lot more views all of a sudden again, so I don't know if people are confused again. I mean, vroid can be a very confusing system, I get that. I know more now that I've fooled around with this thing. Oh no, they're doing it again! Okay, hold on, I'm gonna fix my window, because there's gonna start more construction again. Stupid generators. I feel like they're testing a system more than anything, because they moved the generators from where they were before to a new placement. Okay, so with this dress skirt thing, okay, we're gonna try a few things. So I like the idea of, okay, let me just do one thing before we get to the other parts. We're gonna color balances. So normally when I'm doing these, like especially for people, I don't do it all in the system. I actually go into GIMP and I draw over everything and blah 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 blah. But just for viewing preference right now, I'm just gonna do it simply in here so you can see what I mean. So instead of having to open up like different things of software. Oh yeah, the thumbnail being with like feeling batty. Yeah, I think it should get the point across. Hopefully. But yeah, so trying to use different softwares in the stream is kind of unnecessary and annoying, so sticking with one is easier just to get the point across. So I'm just going to show you exactly what I would do in the other one. So I would use a linear burn and clean it up really nicely in the other one, but I'm just going to do it all in here and we're just gonna move on with our lives. So normally I have 2 layers just like that. I would take out, I'm gonna blur this one for a second. I'm going to color over, hello ma'am. Oh, damn it. Wrong layer. There we go. Don't do that. Wrong layer. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna color over that. Blend these ones together. Awesome. And yeah, so now if I were to do this, I'll blur this out so it's not as harsh. And I put this back in there. Cool, we have one thing. I don't use regular burn, but I always use linear burn in GIMP. It's like my favorite tool. Okay, so concept art continues. Before this was over here. We're on hello. Click on the right layer. Thank you. Okay, so the only reason I'm turning it back onto default so I can pull the same exact color so I don't end up having mixed matched colors. And I go back into my linear burn and I'm going to continue on my coloring journey and use a smaller brush size, not that small because we got places to go, people to see, things to do. Why do I leave the hardest thing to do on stream? I don't know why I do this to myself. So ideally, wow, voice going away. What I actually want to do is like have this being like a whole mesh here. And normally I would do that in GIMP and put an actual mesh layer, like something that's more transparent. This music's awesome. Super intense though. I feel like I should be drawing faster. Doing something more intense with the art. Okay, so we have that. The back of this is open like that. I don't know how I'm going to make this like a mesh in this one. I think the only way I can possibly do that is if I were to erase this, do another layer, and then put that underneath this one. Okay, we can try that. Try to be quick about it. Oops. Okay. Thank God for mirroring. I can't remember, does GIMP have mirroring? If it does, I need to start using it more often. It really should. It really should. It would make life so much easier. But I could see why they don't have it if they don't. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Do half of it and then copy and paste. And put it on the other side. Flip it over. Hey! It's Angry Game Girl. Welcome to the art stream. Right? The dress is cute, but I don't think I can actually pull it off in real life, though. But I'm glad you like it. I kind of want to dress up for Halloween. Who's dressing up for Halloween? The most I probably will do, because I work with people for massage, and I feel like if I did anything, it would have to be kind of like a cute looking Halloween outfit, so I don't freak out my patients, because it'd be kind of funny if they're like fell asleep for a massage and then woke up mid massage and see this person like in a death costume and be like, oh my god, what the hell. So I think it would have to be like a cuter looking costume if I were to dress up. The most I'd probably do, which is I'm actually currently wearing, is my when I went to Universal Studios in Japan, I have a Boo headband. I'd probably just wear something like that and just keep it simple so I don't freak out my patients. And plus, also wearing a big costume too with massage and all that oil. It'd be a nightmare. Especially because I pick up people's limbs and stuff and have to turn them around and whatnot. So, can't imagine that being a good idea. Oh, they do have a mirroring? Oh. I have to check that out. Thank you for looking that up. Okay, so we have a very botched job of the bust line. Now I kind of want to see if I can create a mesh. Let's move this down underneath. We're gonna do I wonder how. Yes, show off all my imperfections. Yes, perfect. Every line I forgot about. Very graceful. Okay. So, I mean, it kind of adds character. That's what I'm going to go with. Now, if I reduce the opacity, I don't think it's going to work very well in this. Yeah, it's not like GIMP where you can really decrease that opacity. Here, it's like it's 1 or 2. Oh, 1 or 0. You got 0 or you got 1. That's what you get. I kind of. Let's go with this because it kind of adds a weird texture to it. Just enough to pull out coloring, but like matte. Hey, it's a blonde. Logic. Welcome to the stream. I'm currently trying to figure out how to make a Batty dress. Okay, so we have the bust line that I'm going to go with. I'm also doing this fully in Vroid Studios, where I would usually use a secondary software like GIMP to create my outfits, so it's not going to be the greatest version of these, but it's doable. Okay, so now that we have this weird situation here going on, let's try to work on the sleeves. Now, what do bat sleeves look like? What do bat arms look like? That's a better question. Okay, I'm going to zoom out. We're going to go to the sleeve portion. I think I might have a better chance of drawing it on the character herself than I do. Okay, okay, so I kind of want it to go like these. It could be like a tiny little bat wing. Little scrawny bat wing. This music is so intense, but I love it. Okay. So we're gonna erase everything else. Let's see what that looks like. Yes, Batty. They should change. That's what YouTube should do. You know those little emojis on the side? They should actually have like holiday themed emotes readily accessible. So if people want to spam that in chat, they could. I think that'd be a great idea. Come on, YouTube, pick up with the times, man. People like emotes. Exactly. Like pumpkins, bats, a little ghosty goo. YouTube's a little slow on this. It's cute. Actually, I like that. I was not sure how that was going to turn out. Okay, my problem with this is this little grid pattern. After a while staring at it, you have no idea what the hell you're looking at, so... And it doesn't help that she is deathly pale, so I can't see any other details that I might have missed. This is where I usually just end up drawing on the avatar. Comes into handy. Okay, so we have the wings. Now let's shade her in. Yeah, they do have fairly limited emotes. I like the channel creator has to make their own. Yeah, I like that you can make your own. But that's like usually, isn't that only when you have like people, members? Yeah, you only get like a few of them, but you have to have like a certain level of subscribers or whatnot. I'm in the wrong layer. This one. I think that's a little too dark here, don't you think? Is this the same? Should I make it the same color? Or should I make it different? 'Tis the question. 'Tis the question. I'm kind of just tempted to just do like this. Okay. And then erase. Ain't nobody got time for that. Slightly lining things up. Oh, you don't need to have... Oh, okay. Well, for some reason I always thought it like you had to have like a lot more than that. Whatever. I don't really look into that stuff. I also don't stream that often. It's like very far and few, so... I feel like I just probably don't have the watch time to do the membership thingy. So that's probably why. I kind of like this shade more than what I'm using for this. So I might go in after this and... Oops. Darken these guys up here. Because this one's a pretty color. I don't know if all the details now lost in the darkness. Yeah, I like this shade way more. The other one's like an ashy gray kind of color. This one's very rich, dark themed. Dark Queen! They're so cute. We gotta fix that neckline and make this look a little bit interesting. I'm not gonna touch those lines though. Like, I'm just gonna fix this part These parts are gonna stay the same. Those little shits will stay right there. Beautiful. Okay. I'm not sure what to do with this part. Maybe we should add, because I want to do a skirt, but I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do the connecting pieces. It'd probably help if I did this. I'm in the wrong layer. Whatever, I need to do this for this layer too. Okay. Here. Erase the unnecessary crap. Okay. The little bat wings are so cute. Okay, so skirt. Do I want to erase this part? Right now, I think I will. How do I want to do the skirt? I'm thinking maybe like a layered kind of skirt. So like maybe in this layer I have it. Okay, let me go through my thought process of this. Let's take a white-ish color, go into, yeah, I'm on this layer. Make like a belt kind of thing. Okay, and then if we, okay, this is wide enough, right? I feel like there's definitely some of this left over. Erase these suckers properly so we don't have like little lines appearing for no damn reason. Okay. Her belt thingy situation is not gonna be even, but it's okay. So if I do a pleated open cut of the skirt, I think I'm gonna do it in this area. It'd be just easier to show you. If I open up a channel, like, dummy, turn off mirroring. This is the only time I turn off mirroring. Okay. Cool. We're gonna do it like that. And then we're gonna keep the batwing shape. Points. Okay, so this part probably can turn on mirroring, maybe. Something like that. So we're gonna have it centered. Kind of. It's close enough. Okay. Looks a little weird, but it's fine. It's concept art. What concept art looks amazing on the first get-go? Certainly not mine. Just gonna erase the unnecessary fabric yet again. Make this brush a little bigger because it'll take me a million years if I use the smaller one. Yeah, I forgot I gave her these like little puffer shorts that kind of remind me of a pumpkin. I don't know if I made one years ago, like a pumpkin outfit, or I've seen one. I don't know, something about it looks really familiar. Maybe because I see it in a lot of animes. Okay. It's really sharp looking. Well, at least she has something underneath this dress thingy. So that'd be awkward. Okay. Alrighty, so we have the base of our dress skirt thing. Let's add back in her torso. I mean, it makes no real difference. She's deathly pale. I feel like we probably should keep this part. Turn on mirroring. Erased just because when the character is moving around, you still want her chest to not clip through. So that's the whole purpose of that section. Okay. So now we have an outline of a dress skirt thing that I'm gonna put another skirt underneath. So I kind of want like a pleated look, but I don't know if I can use the same. I also don't know why I gave myself like the hardest design to do. Why do I torture myself? Who do I think I am? Okay, let's add in some details, shall we? So, we need a gray. I'm gonna remove the coloring from this so I can pull these colors again just to make my life a little bit easier. I'm gonna reduce my brush size. We're gonna do some outlining. I wonder why I couldn't find the thing. My brush's head was super tiny. I do have mirroring on to make my life a bit easier, but I'm gonna also turn on that blur mechanic so I can, you know what, I'm just gonna make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, so I can soften the edges and make them work with each other a bit easier. This bottom layer is going to be really, really short for that darkened color. We're going to blur that out really quickly. This is not important. Okay. And then we're going to sharpen up these edges real quick. So we're just going to erase. I need not the fading one, but like a sharper. Okay, cool. Really quick and easy. Not really easy at all. I'm joking. Next, we're going to outline the bottom part of this dress. Let's turn back on this and not turn on mirroring because it's not going to work out. I feel like for this part, it probably should have like a bit of a darker color, but who cares? It doesn't have to be perfect right now because we're going to erase things anyways. So I don't care about the little nitty-gritty details. If you were to dress up for YouTube, not for YouTube, for Halloween, what would you dress up as? If I were to dress up, probably the easiest one that's still functional for work would probably be a witch. But like, not super cute one. I mean, yeah, in a mixture of cute and scary. So not as cute as Kiki's Delivery Service, which is a great anime movie. But not as scary as, like, I can't even think of like a witch movie. The only witch sounding movie I can hear in my head is Blair Witch Project, but you don't even see a witch. Do you see a witch in that movie? I haven't seen that movie in ages, so I don't really remember. Let's erase. I can see little lines that I don't necessarily need. Oh my Lanta. Yeah, I like the idea of using video games to use as your like character to dress up as. So like, you said Mario or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Just go, yeah, as the Lethal Company, like the little orange suit. I have actually made that in here. So I have that. I can put my character in that, I guess. The little orange jumpsuit. I feel like, I'm surprised that wasn't very popular. But then again, when did that game come out? It came out sometime last year. Probably around like Christmassy time. I could be wrong. Maybe it came out earlier. I don't remember when it came out to be exact. Okay, so we have the outline of this. Let's add in a few other details. I'm not sure how I want the pleating to look. Like, do I add pleating? What does that look like? Okay, I guess. I mean, I feel like working in an office is probably the best place to work and to celebrate like Halloween kind of outfits. Like when I used to work at this one clinic, it was attached to like an office building, and they would like have Halloween costume dressing contest things. How do I do this last one? I'm gonna not touch that one. We're just gonna leave that one like that. Okay. Oh. But yeah, people used to go all out at that office and like would wear the most bizarre costumes. But then when I worked in the clinic itself, the people there, one functionality, like you have to work with people and moving their limbs and being the gym and whatnot. So it was kind of hard to do a full-on costume. And my clinic was very boring. They did not like to do much of anything unless it involved food, which I don't blame them. Food is great. I'd rather just, eat dessert. Let's add in some batons. Where's our navel? Okay, so it's there. This is where I want my buttons to sit. Should I make them closer? Okay, well, we're gonna play around with a lower. I'm gonna exit this, overwrite this one. I'm gonna add bottom, see where the second skirt ends up. Do I want to use this one? What if I use this one? Where's that? Okay, it sits there. We can make it short. But what if we... Oh my god, my voice. My apologies. Okay, wait. Where does this one come out? I mean, this was a custom one that I made. We could do something like that. Yeah, we could do that. I think or if we did a pleated one. It's all good. You didn't really miss much. And still me try to fiddle with the thing. Yeah, that was the most bizarre incident. I was not expecting to have that reaction. It's not like I had never eaten bread before, but I guess because I haven't really been eating bread in a while, so I ended up not realizing that my body was like, hey, we got used to not having this, so let's not ingest anything like that ever again. My body was like, no thanks. Why would you give me this? I'm going to kill you now. And so off I went, having a lovely allergy reaction while I was at work. So I had just gotten to work. I was just about to work with my patient. I was like, by the way, I might have to step out throughout your treatment because I'm having an allergy reaction and I might need to go to the hospital. But I'm like, hopefully the Benadryl I took should be okay and I should be fine. But here's hoping. And she's like, are you sure? I'm like, I don't know. I really don't. But whatever. We're just gonna go through it and figure it out together. So I added another dress layer. I'm just gonna erase this. Need to rid of this. But yeah, needless to say, I went through that whole experience being like, maybe I should probably stop and go to the hospital. And then my breathing got like really, really weird at one point where I was kind of wheezing. And I was like, oh wow, this is really loud. I'm just like, really audible breathing. But the lady fell asleep. It was really kind of funny. I was like, I'm glad you can sleep through me, like, dying. Okay, gonna shorten. Keep doing that. Okay, I only want, like, this much. Well, her crotch is like right there, so maybe I should have it longer. Let's make that a little tiny bit longer, shall we? Wow, why does that seem... Okay, that's weird. Make this narrower. Why does that seem like it's so long here, but not long enough on whatever? I pull this down. I don't like it. But yeah, so I was like in mid-massage treatment, trying to breathe, and debating whether if I should step out. And then one of the side effects I started having was drooling. So I was desperately trying not to drool on this lady. So all around, it was a very awkward experience. You can cut it all off and just floating bat wing, right? yes, exactly. One floating bat wing right at the crotch. I guess we'll leave it like this. I just feel like it's so short. Like, why is her crotch like right here? And like, it's so much fabric by her stomach. Like, how high was this? Jesus Christ. I didn't realize she was wearing such a high-waisted outfit. Anyways, let's figure out how to make this pleated. Oh god, is this the part I suck at? Let's go out of this. Let's grab that same gray. Let's go with the darker one, actually. Because I can. Like, I know my body well enough because I've had really bad allergy reactions and I've been in the hospital with anaphylactic shock a few times, that I knew that it wasn't going to be that, but I knew it was still bad enough that I was like, should I not work right now? But I'm like, man, if I don't work today, fuck. It's the eraser. If I don't work today, I don't work the following day except for like 2 hours, meaning today. I suck at bleeding. And then, you know, the idea of money rules your life. So you're like, do I just like, you know, keep working, or do I stay home and be sick? Oh, okay, what? Okay, so if we do like a little swoopties, it goes like up like this and it curves in. And then we do another one that goes like swoopties. So the concept of that is supposed to be like, so why can't I do this when I'm not actually in vroid? Maybe I should start with the bottom. This looks weird. Okay. One, my brush size is massive. We're gonna go like this. We've discovered that she's a very low hanging crotch, so we can't pull it too high and crop off too much. So if we have this as our bottom layer, if I were a young warthog, don't ask. So the fabric would pull down and come back up, right? Right. That makes sense. Not really. And then the other pleating would come back here and come back up. God, I was really hoping that I could put the bottom of those pleats and hide it underneath this other thing. Like, it kind of does, but like not really. And then I kind of get lost in the design where I'm like, what is this supposed to be? Where, why? Who? Yes, cynic stat jokes. Sorry, I'm so concentrated on this one concept of pleating that I can't think of anything else. One day I'll get good at it. Like, I kind of see where I'm supposed to be doing the thing and the thing and the thing and the wrapping around the thing. But my brain still can't also process, like, what the hell's going on. Okay? So then... why did I pick a design that I struggle with? What was wrong with me? Why? Who did I think I was? A digital artist? Hell no. That kind of worked. Very slightly. We got this part. I don't know what the hell, how to fix this crap down here. I kind of see it, but I don't really see it. Do you see it? Because I don't. Just drift away in the music, that's all. You know, this will be fixed in post. How about that? Because my brain is struggling. I feel like I need to have one more layer of pleating at the top, like right here. Kind of going like. Doesn't help that I'm like not really near. I'm doing this on a weird angle. Yeah. That part. Like, I feel like this is supposed to go out more. And then coming back up. I'm just gonna. Okay, whatever. We're gonna come back to that. It needs another layer, but my brain can't compute. It's struggling at this point. I had to figure out a better way of doing pleating. Let me look at some other examples, such as socks. They have a pleated socks in here, so let's overwrite that. Oh, it stopped raining. I would open the window because I'm dying of heat, but they're still doing stuff in front of the building. Let's look at these socks, shall we? So if we do little cups and then put them one in the inside, How about a dress? I need to get more visual understanding. This is how I learned to draw, man. Like, I look at other people's artwork, I dissect it, I test it out a few times. Okay. Usually I don't do it live because I'm not trying to embarrass myself. See, this is the concept I'm trying to go with. This. Okay, so you go here and down, up. Okay. I think that's what I'm struggling with, is that I don't have a centerpiece. So maybe I should make this M shape and then do it that way. like the concept that I'm trying to go with. You see how this has beautiful ruffles underneath? Like a ruffly portion, but like not that kind of ruffles. Not that. Buttons. Let's go to customs. Let's go to the line. Okay, back to the drawing board. Let's erase everything. I can't erase everything. I was an idiot and did the same freaking layer. What I can do. What can I do? Color it over like nothing ever happened. That's what I can do. I was gonna put on mirroring, but I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna work. This never happened. It was all a dream. You never saw these lines. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to that gray. That lovely gray color. Bob Ross, help me. I said it was an M shape, didn't I? Can I do it like this and make my life easier? Right? Something like that. And then they had... Boop. Oh my god, wow, we're doing it, kind of. Not really. I forgot what the next part was supposed to look like. What happens after that? How short is that? So if I were to erase, that's a good question. Okay, I had to make sure that her crotch does not poke through here. She just can't bend down. I mean, no one should be looking at her any lower than this. I kind of feel like we should probably make it longer, because her crotch is just shy of showing. So let's do that, I guess. Let's pull this down. Not that one. This one. Okay, and then we have this fill in here. And then go back to another layer. See, the thing is, I don't remember what happened after that. So, like, there was like an S shape that goes like that. But my brain does not compute what happened. Other than, like, this goes up like that. So I'm gonna save that. So overwrite, cool. Let's go back to our reference. Go to bottoms, but save ones. This one good enough? Not quite. Not quite. I think it was in dresses, maybe? I think it was this what I was going with. Yeah. Okay, so you have like 2 or 3 of them. That's like that, and then it goes like a bell shape off at the ends, and then the ends curl up. Very, very nice. Very nice. I'm not gonna remember that. Let's give it a try. Sure. Not my pumpkin pants. Oh yeah, also have the socks there. Let's try this one. We're so close. Wait a minute. Where's... Oh. I was like, where's the other part? Because I clicked on a dress, it just disappeared. Actually, you know what? That can work. We do... Yeah, okay, sure. You dumb person. Okay. Talking to myself. Why is the grid gone? Hello? Yes? No? Did you? Oh, okay. Put that grid back on. Okay. Let's go back on the pants. No? Okay, we don't need it? Oh, okay. Apparently we don't need the grid. Well, we're just gonna sample this color and just pretend that we never stopped drawing the first time. Turn back on mirroring. And then no one sees that part anyways. Cool. So we have the one set of layering of pleating. But how do we do a second layer? That's the question. 'Tis the question. Okay, so let's erase the excess fabric again. I also changed the brush I was using before, but that's okay. I was like, that kind of reminds me of something. The last horror movie I just recently watched was Polaroid. I don't remember when that movie came out, but who names their child Birdie? When I realized that was the name of the main character, I was like, why would you do that to this poor girl? And then you made her the character that gets like basically bullied. I was like, rude. Gave her such a ridiculous name, like Birdie. And then have her get bullied on top of that. Alright, so we have the first layer of pleating. Save that. How do we do the second layer? Do we just follow the shape of that first layer? Is that how that works? Maybe. But I do it off center. So like make the M shape here. And then pull this like that. Oh, that looks weird. I was not looking to see where that ended up in my drawing itself. Okay. So like something like that. That looks weird. I don't like it. I feel like I might have to just draw it into the actual field of view, because that is going to drive me up the wall. Okay, make it a little bit smaller. Girl, where are you going? No one told you to turn. I feel like I just gave her the same exact pleat line. As before. I kind of see a little bit of movement. You know, you gotta fake it till you make it. And then another one goes like this, and then you have another one that comes down. I'm gonna have it go the opposite way. Tuck in. And nobody will ask me questions on that. So that's what we're going to go with. Yeah. It just gets lost in the sauce. Okay, cool. We're not going to talk about that. It just gets there. And then we have one more pleating to do. Oh, no. I feel like... What? Oh, right. I was like, why does it look like that? There is, God, I wish that thing was there. I could do this. Yes. There we go. There's like that little bow thingy that's there that no one cares about. So I'm not using it. So next we are going to add another layer of pleating. Like as if I know what I'm doing. Ooh, you are annoying being there. You're ruining my life. No, I'm kidding. That actually works, kind of. Kind of. Okay, so we have this weird chunky bit of pleating underneath. We're gonna fix that later with details that I can hopefully cover that up, those mistakes that never happened. I think I'm gonna make it just one large button. Okay, now it's the fun part of coloring. Why did that disappear? Oh, maybe because it was on the top. Okay, coloring. We have our top. I really love how this came out. This is cool. Along with the makeup. Thank you. I'm trying to make it look gorgeous. What? Wait, before I change the... Oh, okay, fine. Let's go back to this, go to default, because I can't remember what color I used. Now I can undo that. And then turn back on my linear burn. And then that was in this layer. Okay, so... Bye, Cynic. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I probably should, do actual work shortly after this. So I might end the stream around like 2:30 my time, and right now it is 1:45. Hello, Frank. How's it going? You enjoying this lovely, creepy looking gothic doll? Damn it, I need to put on mirroring. Why do I do this to myself? What was the point? What was the point? Now I have to do it all over again. Just to get the other side. You know what? Just color over it. No one cares. I'll just erase it later. Okay, so Should we have the top skirt be a lighter color and versus the bottom one? Or, I mean, sorry, the opposite way. So, like, the bat wing kind of be the same coloring as this one, and then the one underneath make it a little bit lighter. We'll see what that looks like. I'm like, I am doing this in a different layer, right? Okay, cool. Just color over this. I do remember that I have to turn off layering at some point. Not layering, mirroring. There we go, that's the word. Because these two do not match up. If I don't make it match, or I don't color in the lines, that's totally fine. But they need to match with the mesh underneath. Yes, this is the new Cynic. Yeah, no. I just felt like making something for Halloween. Every year I make a new Halloween outfit along with some makeup to add to my booth site. So this year I want to experiment with a new look. Usually I have my avatar also wearing like an outfit, a Halloween outfit as I make these things, but I was like, I'm just gonna make it on stream instead. And that fastly turned into a horrible decision on my part. Where I was like, oh my god, I don't know how to do this. I haven't done this in so long. Why did you think you were good at this to do this on a stream? But here we are. We're faking it to make it work. So now I get to do the fun part of erasing my imperfections. I think I went too high. It probably would help if I zoomed in. Is that his new name now? Francis. Bonjour, Francis. Okay. Try to make this a little bit quicker. And then maybe we can try out a new makeup look with this. Who knows? I feel like this kind of goes with it, to be honest. Bye, Blonde. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh. I should not erase and look at chat. That's a horrible idea. Luckily, it didn't end up worse than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so we have the bat skirt underneath. Let's do a lighter gray. Let's do a lighter gray underneath, shall we? That is in the skirt or bottom layer. So in this one, we're also going to do a linear burn. And ooh. What? Oh, eraser. That's why. I was like, why is it not doing anything? Okay, how dark is she? That? Do I just erase this? Questions. Do I think I just erase that, right? That would make the most amount of sense, wouldn't it? We're just gonna color over this like a toddler that is learning to color for the first time. Okay. And then we're gonna add shading, and I think it's where the shading is where that other stuff is gonna make it look better. So as you can see, there's like interference, and that's usually because the layers are too close to each other. So we are going to erase this section right here, as well as it on this half, because I mean it's not going to be shown anyways, and we don't want it to show up when the person, right? The music is great. It's my favorite part of streaming. It's just finding music like this. It's very fitting for the Halloween mood. But yeah, so we have unnecessary layers that are just kind of just overlapping. Probably make more sense if I did it here. So like this whole back half, I could probably just trim it and just say F it. But we'll see. I'm gonna zoom her out so you have something to look at. It's not like a zoomed up close-up of whatever this is. Okay. I erased my point. No. Okay. And then I'm gonna add some sun on a beach. Do I still have that coloring? Yes, I do. Erase that. I will be a little careful, more careful on that area. And then the rest of this I'll give a rat's ass about that. So here I will erase a little bit more gently. Tender touches. See how this can be so tedious? Sometimes I can make these avatars really, really quickly. And then sometimes when I get lost in the sauce, I take forever because I'm just like a perfectionist at some points. So that can be a problem when you're actually trying to work with clients and get things done. But also a good thing, because then it's like you care about your stuff. More often than not, it's a bit of a problem of mine. Yes, very. Standatory artist problems. Why is her torso gone again? Didn't I already fix that? Oh, because it was a different layer. Oh, you son of a beach. Oh, I like this song. I know this one. This is not from his Halloween collection. This is from his like other 80. Whoopsies, wrong thing. 80 collection. Torso here. Girl, make your life easier. Turn on this stupid mirroring button. Okay, good. Perfect. She's back. I was like, I could have sworn I fixed this crap already. The back is still missing, so let's fix that a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, cool. I'm satisfied with that. Obviously, I need to do some touch-ups on the skirt, which would imply a darker shade of gray. I don't remember what the gray looked like, so back to default. Oh, okay. Slightly darker. Put this back onto linear burn. And then I'm going to use the fader brush, bring the brush size a lot smaller. Why does this look lighter? Didn't I pick a darker color? What the hell happened? Squeeze? No, I did not. That would make sense. That makes more sense. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. There we go. It's a little better. That makes more sense. I don't want to color underneath this little lip thing. I will fix that white little line because that doesn't make any sense. Also, why the hell are you like this, sir? Get out. Go away. There we go. You know what? I probably should do like the whole perimeter of this part here. Just chop that off to save it from clipping in the future and not having so many problems. I probably should color the rest of this dress, but I don't really care that much. No. Yes. No. Doesn't matter. Not really. Turn off mirroring though, and then I'll just fix this one right here. Okay, good enough. And then this layer, just erase. Oop. Not all that much, but just there. Okay, cool. And then we go back into shading. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna take the easy route right now and then just pretend that I did a thing, right? Cool. We're all on the same ingredients. Yep. Blur that out. Pretend like it's been like that the whole time. I don't even know what this line is supposed to be in time and space. I'm just gonna pretend that this is behind it. Yes, that makes sense. This is what I mean. Like, if you actually understood digital art and were actually good at it, you'd be like, okay, cool. So yeah, you know, like the light would hit here, which I kind of understand, and like the dark parts would hit wherever. But my brain's like, yeah, sure, this looks good enough. It can fool my eyes, so it should be able to fool other people's. Okay, cool. Let's zoom that out so I can see where we are in time and space. Fill this one in. It's like when you have a textbook and you color in all the circles from like the O's and the E's and the A's and the letters. It's basically what I'm doing right now. Cool. Up that way. Fill in that one. That looks good enough. Cool. And then I'm just gonna do that thing where I just like erase all my mistakes by blurring it out. I would fix this, but I'm too lazy. I don't even know what layer that is, and I would have to be a detective and find that out, and I don't feel like doing that. So, can I color over it? I color over this part? I don't even know what's going on in this layer. Who knows? Just blur that out. This is like the closest you'll ever get me doing like detail work. There's a headbanger. For clothing, because normally I don't do, I mean, unless I'm like working with a client, that's a different story, but when I'm doing like something quick for myself, I don't really care that much, so I don't really go into that much detail. Cool. Awesome. We have pleating. It's very pretty. Has movement. Let's fix that little white clip parts that's gonna piss me off. Okay, that should be in this layer. Sea bracer. Just really quickly. And then the best part about vroid is like you can make your own outfit, but then they also provide you with so many different things that you're like, I don't feel like making this other thing. Oh great, this thing pairs with it, and that's what we're going to do in just a moment, because they have these fantastic high knee, thigh, high socks that I'm just going to steal and use that, because that matches this vibe. Okay, I'm going to call it quits on the outfit. I feel like I probably should do more with the bust line, but the concept art is there. We got that. That was the main point. Let's change her socks. Okay, so I had her wearing these ones because that works. That's a whole vibe. Cool, great. We have a beautiful Halloween themed outfit. We have half an hour left before I log off and say goodbyes. So I think I'm gonna try a different makeup look. What do you guys think of the outfit? I think it's cute. I don't know what's on her wrist. Let's change. Give her some bandages. Or should we just have it like white? I mean, yeah. See, the only problem with this is sometimes the coloring might be a little off from what you have. So like this is like a bluish black versus this has like a reddish undertone. So call it what you will. Anyways, let's give her a different makeup look because I can. At the end of the day, she's just my mannequin, or I just use for modeling off new things like clothing, exactly as I have right now. Ooh, should we? Actually, I'm gonna create an interesting look, and you tell me if you can figure out who I'm trying to create. This shall be interesting. She's already like deathly pale, so that helps me a bit. I will give you a hint. I did say it at the beginning of the stream, and I'm doing a gender bend of this character. So it's usually a male. I don't think she's that pale. I feel like maybe a bit bigger brush size. Okay. Wait, I don't remember. Whatever. I'm gonna start with black and then I'll put red over it. Kind of reminds me of a Bratz doll. Okay, we got leaps. Let's make it a dark red. Rich in color, rich in life. Okay, now we're gonna blur this into each other. I feel like I need that red to come down a bit more. I will say, because I use a drawing tablet, I don't use the one that has like a screen on it, so I'm not constantly looking down, which is probably better for my posture. I'm actually looking straight at my computer. So that's one thing that's very helpful, is to having that drawing tablet that I can look at the screen. But I naturally have a really shitty posture when drawing. So I cannot sustain doing it for long periods of time. Is my music over? I wouldn't be surprised. I've had it on for quite some time. Oh, no, I still have a bit left. It's just a quiet period. Color up here. Cool. Okay. Lips are down. Why is it so quiet? Oh, I was just warming up. Okay, cool, whatever. Next, so we have the lips done. There's like one thing that's going to be a dead giveaway if I do it right now, so I'm just going to not do that yet, and then just work on other details. Because once I do the other thing, you'd be like, oh, I know who that is supposed to be. Or at least I would hope, if you watch the movie. It's a movie that I'm not the most fond of. It's a very gory movie. She kind of looks like a character from Shiki right now. It's an anime about zombies. And I believe they also had this like soulless eye kind of look with like the black around it. Maybe not as harsh. Maybe. Zoom in. Just a tiny bit of blurring, because I still want the deathly vibe. Fun. See, like, I like doing this part. This is more fun to me than making the outfits. I mean, when I make the outfit and then I'm like, I'm satisfied with how it turned out, it's a different story. But during the whole process, I'm like, I hate everything. Who told me to do this? But like the makeup, I think, because I'm a visual person, you can see the outcome a lot faster. I usually enjoy it way more. Okay, so we have the eyes. I kind of want to do this in a second layer so I don't fluff that up. Let's reduce that opacity, maybe. Okay. That's the shape. Okay. And now for the easy part for everyone to realize and recognize this character. Gory movie. Cannot stand that movie. Let me actually zoom in, make this easier for myself. Also, oh, this is a bop. This is the female version of Jigsaw. I actually hate this movie with a passion. I cannot stand the Saw movies. I don't really like gory things. I love like haunting ghost stories, whatever. I'm forever listening to those types of movies and seeing those things, but very gruesome deaths and gory bits of like Saw. I was like not interested. But I got forced to watch them all of them. I think at least I've watched the first two. I like half-assed watched the second one. Let's add some shading, shall we? Let's give her some contour. Brain function. Okay, I'm gonna do this on a different layer. We're gonna move that down. What is this again? Lipstick. This is the cheeks, right? This is the cheeks, right? Okay, cool. So then on this layer, yeah. Mirroring is on. You want that there. Looks really weird. I'll use my favorite technique. Blur it out till it's almost non-existent. I mean, Jigsaw has a very distinctive nose. Like, he is quite the pecker. I'm debating whether I want to draw that in. He has quite the beak. But now I would have to like remove the nose from vroid Studios, whatever they have already provided for me. It also looks kind of weird because it's so tiny here. And then let's add that same highlight that they actually have here. Stark white. How is theirs so bright? right? Super fashionable. I'm gonna fix their nose because it's gonna piss me the hell off. Let's overwrite. Let's go to noses. We don't need one. I think. Ooh, why? Why is that there? I think that's this part. Nope. Nope. This one. Yeah. There we go. Should I give irises? I mean, I can make it all black. That's creepy looking. Now that made that really creepy looking. Is that what the name of the puppet is Billy? I actually don't remember. I just remember I just called him the Saw puppet. Ew, I don't like it. It's gonna give me nightmares. Let's give her some irises. I'm gonna be lazy and let's see if I can find one that's like here. Okay, that will give me nightmares. Perfect. Ew, that's gross. Grossly creepy. Well, perfect nightmare fuel. I never knew that was his name. Learn something new every day. Yeah, Billy got some fashion tips. He was reincarnated to a she. And still has that creepy effect, that's for sure. That never left. Makeup here. Let's add. That looks so creepy. The eyes. Should we add like a running paint? If we do, we gotta lower the opacity. Okay. I'm going to use another layer. Technically, when I'm also doing these, I would label a lot of this stuff too, so I don't forget where I was working and what I was working on. And what layer was doing what for me. Okay, I know this looks like shit, but we're gonna lower that opacity. Maybe a little not as harsh. We're also in a not blurred state. I kind of want to like faded paint blotches. Just make the brush size a bit bigger for these ones because I don't really care and I don't even know if they're visible. Okay. First view art. Now increase that brush size. I'm gonna keep it in the fader. Why did I increase it? I don't need to increase it. Like a cracked doll. Not creepy at all. Yeah, the skirt actually turned out better than I thought it was going to be. I actually approve. I would add more detail. Probably when I add it on my booth site, I will add more detail post-stream. But I just really wanted to get some concept art out to you for the Halloween season. And that's pretty much all for this video. I just want to make this as creepy looking as possible. Also moving really quickly because these are such small little minor details. I'm curious if I were to do very light opacity, massive brush though, what would that look like? It would help if I was in draw. That would make more sense. Right? Anything happening? No? Yes, baby. Oh, it is. Oh, just very lightly. Okay, that's... Actually, not that bad. It's like an old, worn-out Billy doll. Okay. And then let's add a little paint splatter, or should we add a nose bridge? I usually add a nose bridge. Am I able to do that today? Will my body let me do that? That would play out right here. It'd help if it wasn't the same color as the paint, right? That would make sense. Actually, just make it darker. I don't know how I feel about that. It's very light too. Oh, you know why? Because I turned down that opacity. Duh. That'd be there. Okay, so. Oh. And also, wow, I'm making all the mistakes right now. Maybe in this area, right? This page is also lighter layered. Maybe I just do it in a different layer altogether. How about that? See, I don't know where this thing would go, right? Here, wouldn't it? Something like that, but I'm just going to erase parts of it. That's where the nose bridge eye thingy shape thing, that thingamabobber would be. To give him her depth in the face. Anyways, yeah. That's where that would be, and I would technically want to do, I should have done mirroring, because I actually like how that looks, and God help me if I could recreate that, because I know I can't. They're gonna be like twins, not sisters. Cool. Good enough. Is it though? It's not. I feel like that was just like way too out there. It's like so big and out there. Cool. I'm going to erase these. They're not even. That's okay. I don't care anymore. But there we go. We got a lovely Halloween concept art. Part of me really wants to add more detail because I'm that type of person. But the other part of me is like, let it go. Let it go. You don't need to draw anymore. Just this last little bit, okay? Just this last little tiny unnecessary details that I'm gonna do. Perfect. I'm gonna do some around the mouth. Make the brush smaller. Like a 2 maybe? Thank you. Unnecessary. Like it. Bailey's looking great. So this part, I'm probably just going to turn on mirroring because ain't nobody got time for all that. I'm going to do a whole bunch of little dots around the chin, jawline, like paint splatter. That's pretty much what I'm trying to get that point across. Old broken doll. Someone tried to do some touch up with paint. I'd probably do a few like around the eyes and whatnot. You hear the lovely clicking? Perfect. Anyways, I would probably add more detail or redo some of the excessive dots on the nose, probably make it a little bit thinner, and then probably clean up the chin a tiny bit. But other than that, I think it's great. Just creepy looking. Just gonna overwrite that. So we have option 1. And then option 2, where option 2, I prefer her not having any irises. I prefer it being like this. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below, or in I guess comments down below, because I'm ending the stream about now, because it is now 2:30 and it is my cutoff time because I need to eat lunch and get back to work. But I hope you enjoyed the stream, and if you have any vroid related questions and you want to ask me for the future videos, please let me know. And I hope you have a great Halloween. Bye everyone, take care, and hope you had fun. great to have everyone in the stream. So thank you also for all those that participated in chat. I greatly appreciate it, and for those who stuck around for the whole entire video and or came back and watched bits and pieces of it, I honestly greatly appreciate it. It was a really awkward silence, but yeah. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully I'll have another Halloween stream, maybe in about 2 weeks from now, but we'll see how things turn out. Bye.